Animal plus nose pulling plus something happened equals elephant.
What the fuck? What? This is what? Nose? Like if I don't know. Like, I don't, what in the hell? Like, if I pull my nose, it just hurts. My sinuses are a little dry right now, so that's why. Gonna get festive up in this bitch. What is up, heathens? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing pretty alright. I know I'm doing pretty good. What we're looking at tonight is a Baptist minister or whatnot out of California, and he says that evolution's a fairy tale and the Bible is not a fairy tale. I can't wait for this explanation, but let's see how it happens here. All right. Holding back on the racism. All right, let's go.
Pastor Gene Kim from San Jose Bio Baptist Church.
San Jose Bio Baptist Church? Is that what he said? Bible Baptist, okay.
A lot of atheists and evolutionists, they'll try to say to you, oh, so you believe that Jonah was swallowed by a whale? How many animals can fit inside Noah's Ark? Jesus.
Well, I would like to know, I mean, considering that, the Kentucky taxpayers did pay about $18 million for a life-size ark. I would love to see how many animals we could fit on the ark and how exactly we're going to keep the all the meat eaters and all the carnivores from eating the other smaller animals. I think 40 days on a boat, they're going to get hungry. I don't know. But I would like to know how many can fit on a boat. Also, I don't know if any of you have been inside of a whale, but there's no way you can set up shop inside of a whale and actually live out some days there, like they say in the Bible. Those are fantastical, and those are completely fairy tale-like, so I can't wait to hear how evolution is tantamount to those things.
Turn water into wine.
The water into wine trick's pretty cool, especially around this time of year. I mean, if I could just walk in and be like, yo, bitches, let's party, I would totally do it. That is a cool Christmas trick, don't you think? But I do want to comment on his background here, because he's got frog plus kiss plus something up there equals man. I can't wait to figure out what the fuck is going on behind him.
Oh, he raised himself from the dead. You believe some magic being created the whole universe in just 6 days, just like that. They'll make fun of you saying, how can you believe that kind of stuff?
How can you? I mean, seriously, you give us so much shit for believing in actual scientific fact. The only other thing that I can think of where a donkey actually fucking talks to you and is a smartass is Shrek. That was a funny as fuck movie, but people take the Bible seriously, okay?
Well, actually, evolution is even more hard to believe.
More hard? What the fuck is more hard? I believe the word you're looking for is harder. Like, it's getting harder to keep watching this fucking video.
All right, I'm going to give you several cases to show it, all right? Now, first, let me ask you this. Is this myth or science?
Okay, is this myth or science? Frog plus kiss plus question mark equals man. I'm guessing he's talking about the fairy tale of the princess kissing the frog and it turning into a prince, I guess. That would be a fairy tale. Do I win cookies? Do I win brownie points?
Frog plus kiss plus something turned it into man. Do you think that's myth or science?
Myth! Well, no, I mean, myth has other connotations. It's fairy tale. It's not exactly a myth, I don't think. Like, I don't think that... Yeah, I think it's different than a fairy tale. So it's a fairy tale, though. I'll give you that.
You might say myth. Well, that's correct, actually.
You might say myth. No, trust me. I haven't kissed many frogs in my life. I stress I haven't kissed many. But they haven't turned into princes. I'm just saying.
It's because you know that myth story, right? The princess kissed the frog, and then, what? It equaled a man. All right, let's look at this story right here, this case.
Okay.
A sheep or cow, okay, plus water, plus something that happened equal whale.
I love the look on his face. It's like, checkmate, eighth of tits. Oh! And he just needs, like, he needs the smoke weed every day Snoop Dogg thing going on, and then the mean glasses and everything. Whales, they are evolved from, a proto animal to what we now know as the four-legged hooved animals like sheep, cows, deers, stuff like that. So like the proto-animal, like the animal that's a common ancestor to the modern animals that we know, they started living closer to the water, and as time went on, millions of years going by, they eventually turned into whales. They evolved into whales. The way that this guy is putting it here, it makes it sound like he took a sheep out into his backyard and then got a tub of water and then threw it at it and then boom. It's like a whale is just right there in his backyard. How fucking like that's one serious chia pet if you really think about it, to throw water at a sheep and it turns into a fucking whale.
Now, do you think that's myth or do you think that's science?
Okay, so what he has on the board there is not any of that shit. It is a bullshit writing. Like that's not math. That's not science. That's not even coherent thoughts. That's not anything.
No, it's myth. Science? No, seriously? Yeah, they seriously believe it.
No. That's not what science is. That's not what science says. That's not what science believes. This would be called a straw man fallacy. Or you could also maybe come at it from like an arguing from ignorance fallacy, because he's ignorant on the subject of science. Ignorant as fuck. If you want to caveat the fallacy, ignorant as fuck is worse than just arguing from ignorance. It's willful ignorance, and you'll see why.
Evolution actually seriously teaches that, all right? Here's a quote.
No, it doesn't. Straw man.
Transitional forms have been scarce, but a few suggestive fossils were recently discovered in India of a four-legged mammal whose skull and teeth resemble whales. And during the 1980s, serum protein tests were made on whales' blood to compare it with the biochemistry of other living animal groups. The results link them not to bears or carnivores, but to hoofed animals. Forerunners of whales were closely related to the ancestors of cattle, deer, and sheep. Such a conclusion fits with the general behavior of the great baleen whales, who move in pods or herds and strain the sea for plankton. They are like antelopes or cattle, social grazers.
Again, with the shit-eating grin. But you're telling me that you read off the exact scientific explanation for how whales evolved, and you're calling that a fairy tale? I really don't even know what to say at this point, other than you're willfully dumb. It just amazes me that people like this even remember how to fucking breathe. Like, how do you not wake up in the morning and you're just like, wake up, open my eyes. Oh yeah, breathe. Oh, God, almost forgot to make me breathe. But yeah, this entire thing's bullshit.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't. Because it's not science. It's something you made up in your little head there. Resisting being racist.
You see, that's what they seriously believe. That's found in R. Milner's book, Encyclopedia of Evolution, 1990 edition. All right.
This shit has been known since 1990, and you're still in denial of the exact explanation of it. Exactly how dumb as fuck do you have to be? You have to be exactly this dumb as fuck right here. Metric shit tons, thank you, honey. Metric shit tons of dumbass is what you have to be.
Now let's look at the next story here, all right? The next case. Animal plus nose pulling plus something happened equals elephant.
What the fuck? What? This is what? Nose? Like if I don't know. I don't. What in the hell? If I pull my nose, it just hurts. My sinuses are a little dry right now, so that's why. I mean, it hurts, but you don't nose pull somebody and then just expect them to, and you're a fucking elephant all of a sudden. God damn.
Myth or science?
It is neither. It is a fantastical story that you have made up in your head. Like, nobody says this at all in fucking science. In the least bit. Like, this is so ridiculous.
Is this science? Well, that's actually myth. It does sound like it. That's too incredible. Myth, right? Yeah, so it's myth. So, you know Rudyard Kipling's story, right?
Okay, why do you have a Rudyard Kipling story in there mixed in with a whole bunch of science shit? It would be like me teaching about the Bible and then all of a sudden be like, and then Harry Potter ran into the 9 3/4 platform and he went to Hogwarts and now he's going to hell because he started practicing witchcraft. You read Harry Potter, you're going to jail. I mean, like, seriously, like, that makes no fucking sense at all.
About the crocodile who pulled on the nose of the elephant. That's how that animal supposedly became the elephant.
No! No, it's not! That is in no way how a fucking elephant came into existence. This is so ridiculous. Like, I can't even believe this guy is real. Is this guy serious? Or is this guy a Poe? It just seems like this guy's a fucking Poe to like the 9,000th degree.
Okay, so here's the next case right here. Animal plus neck stretching plus something that happened equal giraffe. Is that...
Wait, I'm thinking of that Billy Madison. That is the stupidest answer. We're all now dumber having heard you. Animal plus neck stretching? Like, no, animal, like, do you think these animals are like Stretch Armstrong or something? You're like God's down there, like, stretching the fucking neck out or something? Pull too hard and they're gonna explode. Don't want to do that. We need giraffes out there for some fucking reason. That's another thing I'm just now thinking of. Like, well, if God created all the animals, like, why did he create specific fucking animals? Like, there are specific animals that live in the carcasses of other animals and feed off of them. Like fucking vultures. I mean, there's a biological reason why those vultures are the way that they are. But, I mean, don't you think that God could have implemented some kind of system like Call of Duty on multiplayer where the bodies just kind of fucking dissolve? But no, it's like, God, how are you going to clean up all these dead bodies now that the humans fucked up? Well, I think I'm going to have all these little bacteria, like, eat at it and, like, produce all these methane gas and all that shit. I think I'm going to have that. Also, I'm going to have these buzzards flying around eating shit all the time. And I think that is how I'm going to clean up the mess. Don't you think it would be a good idea to just have them kind of disappear and shit? No! I think the little bacteria and shit and then the fucking buzzards is good enough. I mean, that's how we'll clean shit up.
Myth or science? You might say, well, yeah, myth, similar with this one. No, it's actually science. Evolution.
No, it's not. That's not science at all. Like, there's nothing about that is science.
Evolution actually teaches that. Yeah, they seriously teach it. All right, Charles Darwin, Origin of the Species, 1859, page 202. Quote, so under nature with the nascent giraffe, the individuals which were the highest browsers and were able during darst to reach even an inch or two above the others will often have been preserved by this process long continued, combined no doubt in a most important manner with the inherited effects of increased use of parts. It seems to me almost certain that any ordinary hoofed quadruped might be converted into a giraffe.
Okay, yeah, and in case you didn't catch everything that he just said, it's from the Origin of Species, and that's where Darwin used his theory about evolution and natural selection to predict that any hooved animal that needed to reach, to get higher and higher and higher to get food, given their environment that they're in, would eventually grow longer necks in order to get the better food and be able to reproduce more and survive better. I don't see how that is a fucking fairy tale, but yet you got a fucking talking snake in the middle of Garden of Eden and God's like, hey, don't eat this apple. But then Eve's like, no, I think I'm gonna listen to this snake. I'm gonna eat that fucking apple or whatever the fuck kind of fruit it was. Like it's got a talking snake in it. It's got a talking serpent. Whatever the fuck it was, it definitely is a fucking fairy tale. It matches everything that a fairy tale is. But nope, giraffes forming by biological evolution. That's a fucking fairy tale. I get it now. It makes so much sense.
Yep, they seriously believe that. All right, let's look at the next case right here.
Please.
Animal plus nose moving plus something that happened equals water animal. Well, that
I think animal plus nose moving equals genie. Like, I dream a genie, like, and then, like, strippers appear or some shit. I don't know. Whatever you fucking want, I guess. I don't know how moving your nose is going to end up being a water animal.
It's got to be a myth. Yep. No, science.
Sorry, I'm just trying to turn into a water animal right now. Just hold on. Maybe I gotta I don't know.
If you pull it too hard, you'll turn into an elephant.
Holy fuck! A water elephant? Like if I move my nose and I pull it at the same time, like, you think I can be a water elephant of some sort? I'm wondering, can I be a water elephant? It's not working, but he seems to say it is.
It is science. No, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it's true, okay? All right, let me read you here. R. Milner's book again, Encyclopedia of Evolution, and it can be found on pages 26 through 27. Quote, another change the cetaceans underwent in adapting to their re-entry to the sea was the position of their nostrils. From a position on the upper jaw, as far forward as possible, the nostrils moved upward and backward until they are today located atop the head.
Okay. So that's what you mean by nose moving. I don't see how I can move my nose and turn into a water animal. But also, like, the nostrils on the head, that's not the indicative thing of a water fucking animal. Have you not heard of sea lions? Let's see. Sharks. They don't have a fucking blowhole on their head. No, all their shit's on front of their grill. What the fuck else? What the fuck else has a nose and mouth and shit? Whales, dolphins, there's various versions of both of those animals. I mean, like, seriously, like, he says water animal as, like, a general thing, but, like, there's only a few things that have a fucking blowhole out your goddamn head.
Sometimes as a single opening, sometimes as a double opening, and these return to...
Oh yeah, fish, exactly. John Michael says, a fish, they don't have noses and shit on the top of their heads. It's all on the front of their grills.
Became voluntary breathers, breathing only upon conscious effort. Unlike man and other mammals who are involuntary breathers, the development or return of a dorsal fin for lateral stability was another change that took place in some of the cetaceans upon their return to the sea. You're serious? Yeah, seriously, they believe that.
No, this is called a straw man argument. Nobody believes this. He's just writing shit up on a board and saying that we believe it. This is fucking ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous.
Seriously believe that. All right, now, here's the difference with Bible-believing Christians and evolutionists.
Ooh, getting to the meat of this shit. Let's figure this shit out. Let's do some more maths there. Resisting being racist.
Okay. See, these fantastical things...
Seriously, why wouldn't he use, like, variables instead of, like, a circle and a question mark? Like, if he wanted to be real with this whole algebra shit and the stuff, I mean, wouldn't he have, like, frog plus kiss plus X equals man? Like, he's got question marks. Like, who is he trying to teach this to? A fourth grader?
We can believe happen because it requires a supernatural, something supernatural, or God that created the result. You see that?
I can see where he's going with it, because at the bottom he's got time, change, and then he's got supernatural God. So basically he's creating a false dichotomy here, in that you're saying it's either a God did it or time and change did it, which I don't see how a supernatural God is less of a fairy tale than, like, having time and change and shit that we can actually have evidence for.
So, Jonah getting swallowed by a whale, all the animals that can fit into Noah's Ark, Jesus turning water into wine. It's not a problem for us, because that fantastic can be more believable because something supernatural, God created it.
Like, mysterious ways must be a staple for this motherfucker right here.
But you think it's easier to believe that what?
How was a whale invented? Well, God invented it. He was just like, well, the ocean needs a real big motherfucker in it to strain all this algae and shit that I'm throwing in there, so I guess I'll create that motherfucker like that.
Time and chance happening created this fantastical result?
Yeah, I think with enough time, all of those things could have been, well, except for that last one, because, like, the nose moving thing only applies to a few water animals. The other ones are, like, specific things. And let me point something else out. He's got frog plus kiss equals man up there, right? And that's a myth. Okay, well, if you want to use this guy's crazy ass fucking maths that he has up here, for him it's dirt plus a sneeze plus God equals man. And then you got rib plus bitchy attitude plus God equals woman. If you ever wonder why, women are so bitchy all the time,
I can't believe you just said that.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That's not why. That was all false. I don't need the feminists attacking my page again today.
You see that? Totally bogus, totally impossible. So you see that? What's more easier to believe in? You see, you make fun of us that Jonah got swallowed by a whale.
No, I make fun of you because you think God sneezed on a pile of dirt and Adam just sort of crawled out the ground. And he was too dumb. When he crawled out the ground, he was too dumb to even think for himself. But yet, he named all the fucking animals in the world. Makes sense.
We make fun of you that some animal moved its nose all the way to the back of its head.
That's not how it works. It's not like a sheep got into the water and was like, well, fuck this shit. And he like took his nose and moved it to the top of his head, and then boom, all of a sudden he's a fucking dolphin. I mean, that's not how shit works.
Because some time and chance.
That was a really weird fucking way to say that. It's like, oh, I'm talking like this, and I'm being like, but time and chance will get you nowhere.
It's more easier to believe in something supernatural, see? Would create something fantastical in the...
Is it easier to believe that God farted out the universe? Yeah. Is it easier to believe that God just sort of snapped his fingers, created everything? Yeah. Is it easier to believe that we're all sinners and we deserve to all be killed in that big flood and that he had all the animals on an ark? I guess so. That doesn't make it a lick. There's no lick of fact in any of that.
Yeah. So that's why Christians have a much more easier faith. It's more easier to...
What's with this guy in using more easier or more hard? Like that, I don't know. Like normally I don't critique people on the way that they speak like that, but like saying it like more hard and more easier, I don't know. It just sounds dumb as fuck to me.
Believe in our kind of fantastical stories compared to your version of fantastical stories because of time and chance happenings.
I wish somebody would have slammed the fucking door on his face. Like, that was like a shade slowly closing on him. No, it should have been like a boom! Fuck out of here. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed that stream. I know it might have seemed a little bit boring there for a little bit. This guy has a couple more videos. I think that I want to do some more streams on it. And I really like my beard thingies. Here, my beard baubles, beard baubles. It's decoration. I'm going to play some video games with them on too, because I love them. I am very much for promoting the secular movement and using your voice in order to speak up and stand up for our secular community in the coming year. So please do that wherever you can, however you can, and in whatever way won't get you killed. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a nice night.